Hi friends, today Tuesday we'll continue our learning about the Python functions. So yesterday we have discussed about basics of Python functions where we have passed some parameters and strings, list, how to get back a list and all. But these are all basic requirements of a function and all, and why you should use function, what's the basic definition and all. We have discussed that. Today we'll learn about the second part of the function. We'll continue the function. So what's the default arguments, how will pass the more arguments to a function, and if possible we'll try to understand a recursive function, because the recursive function will see whether we will able to understand the concept, because it requires a bit of understanding only, not so difficult to, but it is because the function is calling itself the same function. So many of our scripts will be using this, that we will understand. So before we move, let's go back where we have left yesterday. So this is the notebook what we have used yesterday. Just quickly I will tell you, this is the Colab platform we are using. You can go to, I will just show you this link to this entire source code. Here they are. So function, this URL is available in the description, you can just download it. So here everything, source code, everything's are all are available. Let me just close this ads. Here they are available. You can scroll down, read all this content. It is all the thing what we are going to discuss today and what we have discussed yesterday, all are available. So this you can see this. Then we'll stop here, and okay, you come back to the end of this particular page. Here you will find a GitHub link. Here it is. Click this GitHub link. So you will be taken to the GitHub page, and here the entire source code you can download it. So use it in your IDE, or you can use whatever you want to, whatever the platform you are using. It's taking bit time to load, and you will get a Git Colab link also at the top. So that link you can use it and use your Colab platform to save. Same script will open in your Colab platform. So Colab platform is a Google Cloud platform for the Python. It is not that you must use Colab. You can use your own IDE or your own platform. This is why I am saying this to use. It is very easy, so you need not have to install all the libraries or anything. So for learning purpose and sharing the files with your friends or anything, Colab is better. So it's not that you can use it your also. Let me just refresh it again. Let's see whether it is some issue. You will get at the top the Colab link when you in the GitHub page. I think some issue is with the GitHub, so it's not opening. We'll see that. So let's come back to our URL again. Here it is. You can just click this and go again. Let's just try if it opens. Still I think GitHub has some issue. Fine. Okay, so this you can try, and advantage, this is a Google Cloud platform, Colab is, so you can use that one, and everywhere you just need you need not have to install anything in your local system. You can try that. So let's come back. This is the notebook. Yesterday all these scripts we have discussed, this one, this code block, how returning data from a function, passing a list to a function, and returning a list from a function, that also we have discussed, passing string parameter, then earlier we have passed the numeric parameter and all. Now we'll start with the default arguments of a function. So this is, we'll start from here. What's the default? This is, I am just adding a code block here. These are the text. It's like a question and your answers here. Answers is our code. So here is the code. Now I have added a code block, not a text block. So the text block I have written the what you are going to do. Below that I am addressing that. So you can use it like a question and answer type. So it will be to the point. Now let me just see how a default arguments and how these arguments function. So again, define function. So I am saying my details. This is my function name. Now here I am saying my language. Python print welcome to, I am just using a placeholder here, so I am writing this, then and I am writing the format. So this whatever I write it, my language, so whatever I write, but this variable will go to this particular place. So that is the purpose I am using a placeholder, and this format is that what is multiple. Suppose I want it specifically in this format, this is the part of the print function, so I am using that. Print is a inbuilt function. Fine, now let me just call it, it is very simple as that. Let me just call it my details. As we have discussed it yesterday, unless I call a function, it will not execute on its own. So fine, my detail. But here you just see this asks for a one parameter, but I have told it this value is there. Say I will pass the value that it's not Python, it is PHP. Then what it will print? It will print, okay, first time, so it has to connect it, allocate the resources because it's a cloud platform. It will just take a little bit time. I am just moving up. So these are the things. We'll see whether we will be able to reach the recursive function or not, or otherwise tomorrow we'll take it. See, it has, because I have given PHP, so it has taken PHP as the and placed it here. So my language, it holds the value PHP, not Python. But next line, let me just say my details only. I am not giving any parameter, passing it. So either I can comment it, or okay, let both the outputs be there. So what happened next? You see, it has taken Python, but I have not given any parameter. I have not passed anything. So what it does, if I am not passing any parameter, then it will take its default value. So Python is the default value. This is the way we can use it. So we'll just, this is the way, but something is there. Suppose I want a mix up of both this. Say I want a default value, but some cases I will give a no, it's a compulsory, you have to pass a parameter. Now otherwise what would have happened here is this would have generated me an error. Say I am removing this default value and not giving anything. So what happens now here at this line I am commenting, this will generate a error message telling that you are supposed to give a one parameter, but you see my detail missing one required potential argument, my language. So I am not given that this error message has come. So for that purpose, but if I will, sorry, let me just go back. Here I am giving, now the message won't come because it got a default value. Fine. So that is the main reason. Now I will give two things. Function returning more than, okay, here I will do one more thing. What I am going to do is I will just slightly change it. My language Python, to the right I will say my database. Now I am supposed to receive two parameters, and I will say welcome to this. Here I am saying with one more placeholder. The second one I will write it. So my language, then I am giving my database. Okay, two parameters I am expecting. My language, my database. This is already it has showing me its error. Why it is error based? This, when I am issuing this particular one, suppose I will say PHP and MySQL, I am giving this, sorry. Now two parameters I can pass it, but why there is an error? Now let me just comment this line. Why there is an error? The reason is when I am giving a default parameter, to the right of it, the other parameter I cannot, which I must provide, that cannot be. So what happens here, this gives me already error. Okay, if I will run it, I will get the error message. No default argument follows default argument. Okay, got it. The sequence here is wrong. So that is the only problem. Now what I will do, I will just put it to the right of it. So let me just, okay, now thing is fine. Let's see what it gives. Welcome to MySQL with PHP. It has taken MySQL here and PHP because I have given two datas here. So it has taken two datas. But suppose I don't give this, I will give only PHP here. Second line I am just experimenting. I have given one data only. Then, sorry, I missed the end of the quote here. Fine. What happens? Is there any? No, it takes it. Welcome to Python with PHP. So I have given PHP here. So the language it has taken. Okay, this here the sequence is reversed. You can just swap it. So when I am giving it PHP, it has gone to first one. Then the data, the Python is it has taken. So it has told welcome to Python with PHP. Got it? So the key point here is this. Whenever I am setting a default value, that must be right, and nothing should be after the default value. I can add one more also, not a problem, but nothing a fixed parameter should not be right of it. That is the condition. It's obvious. If you see it, if when I am passing a one parameter, how system will understand you are sending the default it will replace the default parameter or what is not assigned to that parameter. How system will know? That's why what you are given, it will first go there. First whatever the compulsory, then the default one, whether you are given or not, that based on that it will take it. Okay, so function returning more than one parameter. Okay, it is not that one only it should return. We are not talking here about a list. We are straight parameter variables will try to return it. So let's just add one more code block here. Already 13. Okay, I don't think tomorrow we'll see the recursive most likely. So let me just define my function. Now I am receiving two variables n1 and n2. Fine. What I am returning is return n1 plus n2 comma n1 minus n2. Sorry, n2 means I am just adding it one return. Subtracting it the second return. So fine, that's what. Now let me just capture that also. Now what I will do while capturing, I am saying result 1 comma result 2 equal to now my function. Then here in the bracket I am giving two values 12 and 15 because there are two parameters are there. So two arguments I have to give. Argument is what I am passing. When a parameter is passed as to a function, we call it argument. We'll declare. Don't worry about these words I am using. More clarity will come when you class and all. We'll see that one. So what's a method, by the way? What is the difference between a function and a difference between a method? All we will discuss. So here it is. My function is 12. I have given. So now my result 1 will hold one value and result 2 will hold the next value. Now print sum or some value equal to. Okay. Now similarly subtraction, this is equal to what it is, result 2, because 2 here, two values we are returning, two values we are getting. So you can see sum is 27, subtraction is -3. So it is not necessary that always you should get used to the one this thing. Now can I send multiple? Okay, suppose. Okay, before next I am just giving you one more. How if it can I say same way you can use the string also. Let me just do that, or I will just write it here. Say define my welcome. This is a function name. What I am stealing now, ABC1, ABC2. Two variables. These are string variables. Now I am printing inside this. I am printing welcome. Now giving a comma ABC1. Now comma then 2. 2 here is a string. 2 ABC2. Fine. Now here I am calling this. How I will call my welcome, the function I am calling. Now I am saying, say name is Alex. What ABC2 I am saying Python. Now let's run this. Welcome Alex to Python. So this is the way string and it is placed. Okay, what's the time? Okay, fine. So I am giving you a situation. I am writing a function where I am adding, say I passed two attributes to the function and it is to return me the sum of it. But what happens if I'll give 3 attributes? What will happen? It will generate, it will tell me no, it's not allowed. So because you have to give 2, you give 2. Suppose I give 1. Imagine I am not using a default one, then also it will give me error, because if it is 2, I must supply 2. If it is 3, I must supply 3. That is the way. So say how I will give a flexibility. So any number of arguments I can pass it. If I have 1, I will pass 1. If I have 2, I will pass 2. How I will do that? For that, this is argument of star argument. I will use it. So let me just give you a little example here how the error comes. My function, now I am saying I1 comma I2, 2 values I am supposed to receive, and return simple one, I1 plus I2. This is the sum I am returning. But when I am printing it or I am calling it, I am saying my function and passing 2 comma 3 comma 4. So 4 here I am giving 4 values. Now this, because here I1 and I2, but here I am giving 3 values, 3 values I am sending. Now what will happen here? This must give me an error. Fine. My function takes 2 positional argument, but 3 were given. So it is not that way. So what I am going to do is, I will, instead of that, to come out of this, I will say now fine, I can go on sending the details. So in this case I will just in this case I will go out, return okay fine, I am here. Now I will write someone equal to 0. Now because here I am capturing all the elements, so I must return a for loop for I in args. So the variable, because I know it's a multiple variable, so I have to add it up. Sum1 equal to sum1 plus I. Why I am using I here? Because one by one element I am taking into that. Now return sum1 fine, because I am summing it, so I am not using like this. So I will just return it, print. Now I will, okay fine, let's just see whether this one works or not. Let me just run this. Yeah, it works. Here you see I have 2, 3, 4. Now let me just copy this. These are 3 values. Now I'll add one more value, 4, and one more, 5. So now let's see how this one works. 9, 14. So I can keep on sending n number. There is no restriction that I should exactly match the number of argument the function receives, and I should, because I have used here star. Okay, that is the advantage of this flexibility. So that is how I think. And sometime what happens, we want to pass a key value pair, say a particular one value, then one key, its value, key, its value. Then I have to use 2 stars. Let's just, we'll do that and close today. Then docstring is about the definition, usually from a different file. I will just explain that one tomorrow, and recursive will start tomorrow. So let me just close this, put another code block. Here we'll see I am using keyword args, arguments, keyword args, args, fine. Now, so I am expecting that KW args or keyword args will hold a key value pair, not a single value. Print, I am just printing KW args and value of C, because the C is a key. I will see, you will see what is C holds what value. For key comma value in KWARGS dot items. What is this? This is a list. When you see what is, you can loop through a list by using the items. We'll study about more about when you go to the list. So here it is, key value items. Then I will say print. Here again I am using a placeholder. So percentage S. Now next to it, here inside this again percentage S. Again you may ask, what is this one? This is just a placeholder. We'll see. Now I am saying again percentage key and value. So my quotes will stop here. Okay, now here percentage key value. So what happened now, this will print the, sorry, here I have taken the format, this particular one key will take, then this colon will be there, then the value will be printed. That's all. This is two are the way. Now what happens, my function, now I am passing the values. Suppose 3 parameters I am giving, a equal to, but I am not, you just see I have given the value, so I have to give a, I have used okay, so a equal to welcome, I have written welcome. Now b equal to 2, then c equal to plus 2 net. Okay, so that's why the 3 variable names I have given, this captures that. It's just one example, we are printing one value, not necessarily. Okay, let's just see what happens, what's the output comes. Yeah, you can see the one C value here, the C value we have printed it, A, B, C, 3 things are inside the for loop. We are printing key value, so I am printing this first one is takes the key value, and next here it is for key value in QR item. So each item it loops through and gives us the value. So that's the what we are going to use it subsequently. This is just how we pass a dictionary to a function. What's a dictionary? We'll study it later again. Now doc string uses a function from a different file, say import this and use that we will also study, and recursive function. These 3 things hopefully tomorrow we'll see. And meanwhile let me just check off any questions. No, so far no questions. So if you have any question or doubt, anything, you can just, so far there is no questions posted, but anytime you can just leave a message there, question you can post it. So we'll see, and your feedbacks is important, whether I am too slow or too fast, or it's not clear. Yesterday there was a requirement that I should speak in Hindi. My Hindi is not that good, but no problem, I can still manage it. I will try at least one session, I will try with the Hindi, and then we'll see that also. And my request is please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon, so you'll be notified as and when we add new tutorials, and we are frequently adding, and every day we are coming now online also. So live sessions are there, so if you feel any of your friend will be benefited, please share this with your friends also. And thank you for watching.